What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up and yo, you ask, I deliver. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Chauncey Golston did not win the poll. Brandon Cooks did, but y'all know I'm gonna deliver Brandon Cooks tomorrow anyways. But I wanted to talk about Chauncey Golston. Chauncey Golston was one of my favorite picks in that 2021 class. He was a third-round pick for the Dallas Cowboys out of the University of Iowa. And he has the size, right? He's 6'5", 268, and he has some athleticism. Now, he's not a freak, right? He doesn't really jump off the screen. He's very lunch pail, very blue collar. And I think that the way that Coach Zimmer is going to use Chauncey Golston is going to be slightly different than the way that Dan Quinn used him. Because you look at his snaps in totality, just going back to last year, he had 144 snaps, I believe, at D end and like 146 at defensive tackle. So it's kind of like a coin flip of where he was lining up. I think this year, with the way the defensive tackle room is looking and the way that Dan Quinn and versus Coach Zimmer's scheme kind of looks, I think that Chauncey Golston is going to be viewed more as a defensive tackle under Zimmer than he was under Dan Quinn. So let's go ahead and get into the film. All right, so, I want this video to be educational. This is what we're about here in this community. We just don't talk ball, right? We want to do it with context, and I want to make sure that you guys are learning. So what I have up on the screen is defensive line shades or techniques, right? So simplify it, right? You look down the center is the 0, okay? The right guard is your 2. Your right tackle is your 4, and things really don't get complicated until you get the tight end. It gets weird, right? Your tight end is your 6, the inside shoulder of the tight end is your 7, and the outside is the 9. So you might hear us say wide 9, right? So right now, Sam Williams is lined up in a wide 9, right? So I want you guys to kind of grasp this, because when we're talking and going through film, I want you guys to really understand, because I might say a 4 eye. So the eyes really come into play when you're talking about the 4 technique and also the 2 techniques over the tackles and the guards. There's a 2 eye and there's a 4 eye, then it's 7 and 9, right? But also the A gap, B gap, C gap, right? So the A gap is right between the center and the guard, B gap is between the guard and the tackle, and then the C gap is between the tackle and the tight end. The D gap is on the outside of the tight end. So, if you got to screenshot this, just make sure that you get this in your memory, because as we go through these film sessions, I want you guys to fully understand and grasp what you're seeing on a Sunday. So this very first play, we'll see Chauncey Golston. He is lined up, and technically it's kind of a 4 eye, but it's kind of hard because it's the end zone angle, so he might be kind of a 4, but I would count this as a 4 eye, right? So he's lined up in a 4 eye. And what you'll notice when it comes to Chauncey Golston, he does have motor, but it's not on fire. But like I said, he's very lunch pail. Now, look at him right now, the hand fighting. He has good hands, strong hands, right? Now, he doesn't have the biggest toolbox. So, some of you guys are coaches, right? Some of you guys are coaches, whether it's a high school level or college level, that watch this channel, or even NFL level, watch this channel. When I played, we used to call this an eat stunt. And what that really means is that Sam Williams is the end. So he's going to eat up this tackle, and the defensive tackle is going to loop around. We call it eat, but I'm not sure what they call it right now. So you see that Sam Williams is going to take on this tackle, this right tackle, engage him. Chauncey Golston's going to loop on the outside, and it's get to Daniel Jones and cause the fumble, right? So I think this was his only sack of the year. But like I said, he's very blue collar, and Chauncey Golston's a guy that has size and athleticism that Sunday is just going to go out there and do his job. Now, he didn't get a lot of reps. He's kind of a rotational guy, because we know, Osa is really the guy in-house when it comes to the 3 tech, and then he had Hankins, he had Mozzie, right? So he was kind of a substitute rotational guy. I think that will remain, but I think there'll be a lot more value on the inside defensive line versus playing the 5 techniques and also the 4s over outside the tackles, right? On the next play right here, tell me what position that he's lined up in. I'll let y'all comment below. All right, and now what you'll see right here is that he's able to get good separation, good hands, separate from that guard. He's always keeping his eyes poking up in the backfield. Locate the ball carrier, disengage, and goes and makes a tackle. Now, where I will say my personal belief of where he can improve, right? He needs to get off the ball quicker, and he needs to help a little bit more in the run game, right? I think the run game is where he's going to be able to add his biggest value boost, which we all know that's going to be the focal point for the Dallas Cowboys defense. But I would like to see him get off the ball just a tad bit quicker. He just needs, I just need that little fire. I need that yah out of Chauncey, because it's there. It's there. I just need to see it on a more consistent basis, and maybe with more reps, you'll see that. Now, on this play right here, you'll see some of that athleticism that he has, being able to, one, good placement, good hands right there, Chauncey with the swipe, even though he kind of got his feet off the ground a little bit, kind of jump swipe, right? A little jump swipe, right? But what he's able to do is chase Daniel Jones from the backside and get this pressure and force Daniel Jones to say, yeah, I'm done with it. You know, and I know there's a lot of, you know, it's Daniel Jones, right? It's the New York Giants, right? Tuck. But don't make no mistakes about it. Like, Daniel Jones is a fast scrambling quarterback. Like, he can move a little bit. So for Chauncey to be able to chase him from the backside and cause his pressure, it shows that athleticism that he has. And I think the biggest value when it comes to Chauncey Golston is he is going to be a guy that can play in the interior and also get pressure. He's going to be an interior pressure guy. But like I said, also, he's going to have to be able to add value in the inside as well, especially in run defense. All right, next play right here. This is versus San Francisco, because y'all don't care about the Giants. Y'all want some real competition. See who's like versus a real team, right? So there he is right there. Y'all go ahead and tell me what his lineman is. I'll pause right there. Y'all see him right there. What's his alignment? It's a tackle. All right, remember 0, 2, 4, right? So technically, you can kind of look, but I'm not gonna give it away. So boom, right? You'll see where he's lined up, and you'll see the thing that I like about him, right? He has good hand placement. Good hand placement. Bam. And that good little move right there. So him being able to turn that guard's pads and turn his shoulders, that's the key, right? That's something you focus on as a defensive lineman every day, right? When I play defensive end and I play linebacker, turn the offensive lineman's pads. Turn the back of their pads right there and make them lose their balance and also lose their position. And then it's pretty much up to you to go eat, right? So good job of getting his hands on the back of that guard's pads. Bam, right there. Locating Christian McCaffrey. And then Brock Purdy just airs it out. That's a good pressure, right? Good pressure. Like I said, I think that's where his biggest value is, right? Because, you know, Christian McCaffrey ain't one of those. That's 265 right there, bro. Like, I'm not. Christian McCaffrey said, I'm not trying to deal with that, bro. I got a Madden cover to be on. So he's damn sure going to go low, right? But it shows what Chauncey's able to do. And you add that interior pressure alongside with this beast right here in DeMarcus Lawrence and this beast right here in Micah Parsons, it collapses the pocket and make Brock Purdy step up and sell a throw to the sidelines, right? All right, let's get another play right here. All right, so let y'all go ahead and tell me where's Chauncey lined up. Comment below. What gap is it? Bang. Now, if you watched the show last night with Boss Cowboy, I'm gonna give y'all a double question. This is also an offensive personnel that I would like to see more. This is offensive personnel I like to see a lot more. So you'll go ahead and tell me what personnel is this. But think about how sexy this could be with Ezekiel Elliott and Hunter Luepke and Jake Ferguson and John Stevens. And so it's like this 22 personnel, I just gave y'all the answer. This 22 personnel could be sexy. This is big boy football. But right here, we're going back to Chauncey Golston, right? The one thing I would say, like I said, he's going to let this this tackle cross his face, right? You want to have your face mask here. So this guard or this tackle cannot cross your face, right? Because what happens when you allow this tackle to cross your face, boom, right there, he's able to cross your face. So he's able to cut you off on this cut block. And then almost he could have got up to the second level. So when we're watching offensive line and we're talking about get up to the second level, right? You know, you want offensive linemen that can move, right? Wink, wink, Tyler Smith, to be able to get up on those linebackers as well. Now, he wasn't able to do it. But even with that, Chauncey Golston was able to scrape down the line of scrimmage, locate Christian McCaffrey, still wrap up and make the tackles. Like I said, if there's any areas of improvement that I would like to see from Chauncey, it's just getting off the ball quicker, right? Getting off the ball quicker and have just a little bit more horsepower coming off the line of scrimmage. And there's a play versus Buffalo I'll show you here in a second where it really shows out. On this play right here, once again, he's always just peeking in the backfield, good eyes, locating the ball carrier, even though he came down on a slant and kind of gets lost in the sauce a little bit. All right, boom, what's really going on? He's right here. He notices where the ball carrier is, getting ready to make a cutback. He's watching him, and met him in the hole. Like I said, I think the Cowboys really have plans for Chauncey Golston in the interior. On this play right here, once again, tell me where he's lined up at. 0, 2, 4. Wink, wink. All right, 4. What gap is he in? Boom. Nice, good job of taking off this cut blocker right here. Good hand placement, right? Because I hated this when I played. People cutting at my knees. And so, right, you want to hit them at the top of the helmet. Put your hands down there, protect your knees. Good job locating. Jumps over the blocker. Goes and makes a play. So good awareness from Chauncey Golston. Like I said, I just think that with more reps, more times, his production is just naturally going to increase. All right. Now, this is where you kind of see that athleticism when it comes to Chauncey Golston. Just being able to get off the ball. This is Josh Allen right here, right? Josh Allen, everybody's GOAT, Madden cover athlete. And to be able to turn, pivot, run, and chase with Josh Allen. So that shows the athleticism of Chauncey Golston. And I think Coach Zimmer is definitely going to like that. I just think he's going to like it because with that size and speed and athleticism, it's there. Like I said, it's not just super sexy, right? It's not super sexy, but it's more than enough. He definitely has some capacity to really give us a boost in the interior. On this play right here, this is what I was kind of showing, like being late off the ball. So look at this. Here's Chauncey Golston. Bam. The ball, well, one, I mean, if we're being honest, now if I look at it in slow-mo right now, if we're looking at this in slow-mo, don't you see this tackle moving? Do you see this ball snap? Nah, you would think that would be a false start, but it's against the Dallas Cowboys. Look at this, bro. We got two, the guard and the tackle both moving. Ball is still on the ground, but it is what it is. But anyways, so I won't strike this against them because it's kind of a, yeah. All right, but still, he's still looking at all this movement, but this guard and this tackle moving, and Chauncey is still in his stance. He hasn't gotten out of his stance yet, and none of the Cowboys have gotten out of their stance because rightfully so, right? There's too much kind of going on. But still, you're letting them cross your face. But even with that, he's able to make a play on the ball carrier, right? So I won't really mark you against that for not getting on your stance, but you've seen it enough where it's like, okay, I just want to see a little bit more pop. All right, and then this play right here, it shows the power of Chauncey Golston. Now, he's just a very forceful power guy. Not speed to power, he's just more of a bull rusher. And you see this pop when it comes to Chauncey right here. Bam! Pushing you back into the running back slot, right? That collision. That's country fed right there. That's big boy football. Just popping you back. Bam! In the interior. And going to make a play on the ball carrier, man. So I think, like I said, I think the biggest uptick we're going to see from Chauncey Golston, I would probably circle him in defensive tackle rotation. I think that's where he's going to have the most uptick, especially now that we have Marshawn Nealon. You know, Sam Williams is probably going to get more reps. So I think Chauncey Golston is definitely going to be a player that's going to add value in the defensive tackle room for the Dallas Cowboys, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell because we got more film sessions dropping. I got to cook up that cooks for y'all tomorrow. So don't you worry. So got to stay tuned because you don't want to miss out. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And Chauncey Golston, let's get it. Peace.